What's up, everyone? Oh, boy. Happy Monday. How's everybody's weekend? Full. I'm going to get that list updated tomorrow. That's the only thing I'm doing after I get done working out tomorrow, getting that entire list updated and getting everybody taken care of. I've just been nonstop, go. And I need to just, the good thing about doing it the way I did is it's all time stamped. So the spots are first come, first served. And having everybody comment the way I did in the post, it's time stamped. So there's no disputing, who is first come, first served. But I'm going to get that all done tomorrow. Tomorrow I have the whole entire evening allocated to just that. No distractions, no bullshit. But it's full. I do believe we have 48, and we're going to have a reserve list. What's up, Tommy? Sammy, what's up, buddy? Good evening, Robert. How you doing, buddy? What's up, brother? My man Everett, killing it this weekend. First time going backwards. And just killed it this weekend, man. Did a great job, buddy. Happy for you. Proud of you. How's it going, Jordan, Ashton, Richard? Thanks for the stars, homie. What's up, buddy? I saw you. I see you down there at KD doing some stuff, going some rounds, looking good. Looking good down there, man. I'm proud of you. Happy for you. Happy for your progress. That car's coming around. Did I get here? I may have, man. I'm behind in Messenger like nobody's business. I got a lot. I got too much stuff going on right now. But I'm gonna get caught up on messages tonight and tomorrow. So I'll make sure I check. What's up, Keith? How you doing, brother? Kirby, what's going on? How's the weather up here in Rhode Island, Bob? Yeah. Mac guys, Indiana guys had a good weekend this weekend, man. I know I can always count on you, Bob. I hope everybody smashed the like button and gave this a quick share too, man. We got a lot of great stuff to cover and a small amount of time. Oh, man. What a long weekend. I'm still not recovered. No matter how much water I drink, I'm still dehydrated as hell. Tired as hell. Man. I wouldn't change it for nothing. Friday, leave straight from work and head south down to Cincy Street Nights for a prepped race. And they had a good little car count there and a couple classes and some good racing. Place was packed, absolutely packed. It was taking. People were messaging me talking about they were waiting in line for an hour and a half out on the road just to get into the facility. So they had to delay things for, I think, about 2 hours. So all the racers could get on the get on the property and race. But man, what a lot of good racing down there. Was a great time. Yeah, Alan, all those guys, man, they're all doing great, and they're all like real close to each other. They've definitely got it figured out, man. All of them do. All the Indiana guys, man, they all got it figured out. They're all doing really good. What's up, Brian? How you doing, buddy? Hell yeah. I need to get working on my Blazer too. I don't know. Somebody kind of had a little idea that might have got me motivated for some trick-or-treat racing. I don't know. We might see. This hunk of crap might actually get done and be out this year yet. What's up, Erica? How you doing? I mean, I'm not you guys, but I just have fun. Just a crappy little cell phone action. Just have some fun with it. Get a girl. I've been slacking. This on the road life's kind of sucking for my workout life right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of bumming a little bit. I've been slacking on the workout. Appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Had a great time. My little birthday weekend, hanging out with everybody. Robert, what's up, brother? So yeah, a lot of great action down at Cincy, man. Pro mods out there kicking some ass, and had Blaster, had some exhibition cars on the property, Blastro, and what was the other one? Mayhem, which I haven't seen Mayhem before, and that was a pretty badass. That was a pretty badass ride. Let's see. I'm actually editing everything in right now on Adobe. So let's see. I'll just pull it up in. Yeah, I had never seen Mayhem before, but it was a pretty badass little Astro van. I liked it. Pretty cool. Just like super modified, man. I mean, that thing is like, I don't know. It's almost like 2/3 scale. I mean, you see the guy standing beside it. Look how low it is and how proportions are all. That thing was cut, sectioned, chopped, just about any and everything possible. Is a badass unit right there. And of course, you got Blastro. Everybody's familiar with Blastro. Blastro got me in a little bit of trouble last week at Magnolia. Somebody got mad that I posted 2 pictures of Blastro and 1 picture of their buddy's car and was giving me crap about it. But whatever. Blastro's a badass. I mean, this thing been, he's right here local to us in Central Ohio. So I've known about this thing since the 90s. That's a bad unit. But, man, it's some gorgeous cars. Look at this freaking old vet here. So hopefully I get the album up tonight. And you guys can see my crappy pictures. I know there's better people taking pictures than me, but I'm still having fun with it. So that's all I care about. Oh man, I appreciate it. We had a lot of fun Saturday. There's a lot of great racing there too. Oh my Lord. And I think I've never seen, so they moved the starting line back basically into what has been for the last 5 or 6 years, the burnout box. And you just want to talk about what's to be expected was a greasy shit show for probably the first round, really, of small tire. But at that point, they ripped everything up and got rid of all the junk and got it down to a good surface. And then they were flying. And, man, they were flying. I've never seen so many wheelies, monster-ass wheelies, at that place at Milan going backwards than this past Saturday. Yeah, Adam Hodson dragging the bumper off, I think every pass but once. I know everybody's seen the John Quick videos of him dragging the bumper off. And I think every pass. And then in the finals, my God, what a pass that was. I was a nail biter. I thought my man, he was closing that gap on Allen, and that last wheelie, this was all I saw. I thought this was Allen and this was John, and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be horrible. But thank God Alan was far enough out ahead of him that that didn't happen, but that had to have been really close. And of course, Alan had no clue how until afterwards they seen the video. Just amazing racing up there, man. Oh yeah, man. I'm gonna run. That stupid hotel there, gym doesn't open till 9. I don't know, I don't know, whatever. That's a pet peeve from last time too, but the rates are good and the hotel was good. Yeah, Blaster is the shit, man. I love that thing. Nah, I appreciate it, man. I'm just learning. I'm in the learning curve of it. But I mean, I'm just, when you guys, when No Prep Felons isn't around, that gives me an opportunity to be lazy, because then I don't have to edit videos and put them up on YouTube. So it gives me an opportunity to be lazy and do the live feed. Yeah, it definitely was the equalizer. It definitely equalized everything that first round, and even throughout the race. I know people say every time up there, like, oh, left lane's worse than the right, but I swear, seems like the left lane has as many wins in it as the right does. There have been a couple of times, maybe a couple of years ago, that could have been said and been more accurate, but I think this last 2 seasons that they're pretty even now. Hypnotizing. I didn't mean to do that. Let me fix it real quick. There. Thanks, Keith. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, man. I don't think there was. I know there were some people saying the same old stuff about it being like 3/10 off, but I really didn't see it, man. I think I felt like my eyeball ET calculator seemed like they were pretty close. If I saw somebody going to right and the left, within the margin of error, human error, or track temperature changing or air changing. Because man, after the sun went down, it got fast. It got real rowdy real quick and got fast. Uh-oh. I bet he heard all about that. Was you flexing on him all night? What's up, Eric? How's it going, buddy? Yeah, I bet there was, man. I saw some video clips. I mean, KD's always pretty fast. I saw some videos. They were doing good. It's just so hard to be so many places. And honestly, I like KD, but all my homies were at my island, man. You know what I mean? So I had to go up there. I didn't see anybody posting that they were going to KD. Like, I had like 2 people I knew of that were going to KD, and then I had like 80 or 100 going to my island. So I was like, man, I'm going up there. I like to play the odds. Yeah, Everett was killing it. I'm so happy for him and so proud of him. He did such a great job for his first time, man, at PYOP, going backwards. Nothing but bigger and better things coming for sure. A little hypnotized, man. Man, always good to see you, Tommy. Tommy, you guys had Tommy for the favorite. He's got the amazing, gorgeous 55, and just had some problems there. What was that, 3rd round? You made 3rd round, right? And but he's been battling issues all year. But I'm just glad to see you out there going rounds and doing well, brother. Car looked great. I love that thing. And I can't wait to see you whenever the next one is. See. Yeah, there's always some fast stuff at KD for sure. I saw Ryan McCoy doing good, and I saw Raggedy Ann was there, CJ Buckner. So they always have a good little race down there too. I'm not trying to take anything away from what they got going on. But anyhow, small tire. Small tire winner. My man Pizza King Alan Robinson joining us. How you doing, brother?
Good, man. How are you? Can you hear me all right?
I think I might be all right tomorrow, to be honest.
Dude.
How about you? You have about as long as weekend as I did.
Yeah, you mentioned being tired, and I feel you, bro. Ours, it started, Friday. It started all week. We were grinding all week long, trying to get ready for Muncie Friday night. And man, it was a long one. We raced Friday night at Muncie, got beat in the semis by Aaron Falkenberg. Man, he's just been putting it on us every freaking time over the last 3 weeks. I think we've ran into him every race we've been to. I think he got me 3 times prior to Milan. So that was pretty rough. But you know what? We stayed up half the night Friday night, pulled a little bit of weight out, adjusted ride height, which on this car, torque arm, it's fun stuff, man. We had it up and down on the lift, trying to get the ride height set. We've gotten pretty good at that over the last couple of months. Just really been trying to race everywhere we can, the quick stuff, the slow stuff, whatever. Just trying to learn, really. And so, yeah, it went well. But, man, I'm tired. We didn't get home. I think we got home 4:30 maybe, or around 4:30, 5 o'clock Sunday morning from Milan. I got to bed about 6:30. I was amped. I was on Facebook. I'm watching videos, watching the final, rewatching the angle that Mike, Detroit Hood TV, Mike posted or whatever. Man, that was unreal. We got to bed 6:30. I slept 8 hours. I feel like I slept 2. Haven't recovered since. So.
It will get you. It will. Yeah,
for sure.
I think we pulled over and slept for about 4 hours on the side of the road and didn't get back home till like 8, 9 o'clock. And of course, at that point, I just had to stay up.
How long of a drive is it for you?
3.5, 4 hours, depending on traffic usually. So it's not horrible.
Same for us.
Yeah, so it's not horrible. That's why it's always easy to pick that one for me because I'm like, Same thing with Muncie. It's about the same distance for me to Muncie too. So it's never a bad deal. And Aaron is no slouch, man. So
he's got that car dialed in. I told him that he's been awesome, beating my ass and been a gracious winner every time. And there's many of people out there that can beat me, and if it's going to be him, at least he's gracious about it. And he's been cool. So he knew I was coming for him, though. I was keeping track. And 3's enough.
Yeah. Well, your hard work paid off, man, because you got, and you guys have the same deal, but so there, there's Aaron, Chase, and Austin, and then, there's also, and they do a similar strategy to you guys. Of course, Saturday, it was just you and Adam.
Yeah.
With sharing data and knowing each other's cars. So that's also a multiplier when you guys meet up that most people don't have in terms of making it far more competitive and the margin for error a lot less.
I agree. I mean, it at least gives you a legitimate goal to know. I mean, me and Adam were joking that, with Bumper down, waiting on his new motor, it's like we don't know how fast we can go at some of these places. We need him to show us because he's good at coming off the trailer and showing us what the potential is right away. We know if we're a tenth or two off of him, we got some work to do. So
Well,
I was that guy this weekend. I nailed that first round tune-up.
Yeah. There was only probably like 3 people that made fire passes first round. It was super tricky.
It was.
And you definitely did a good job on that one.
I was so happy. I suck at first round. I've really been trying my best, and it's hard for me. I either underpower it and regret it, or overpower it and regret it. I mean, it's like it's such a fine line, and I feel like I just nailed it this time.
So what do you think about them moving the starting line back into the burnout box like they did? I mean, I think it was a clear advantage for everybody, but as a race, that's just me on the sidelines. As a racer, how did you feel about that?
From my perspective, I didn't realize it until the drivers' meeting was about halfway through. I had been looking at the wrong freaking line. I was looking at the old white line that we used last time. I could have swore someone said it was the white line. And I looked at that and was like, oh man, we might be at the wrong race today. I mean, I didn't think we'd be able to hang. We like I said, we pulled some weight, but we're not, when John Quick, when he's fast, we're not that fast. And when a lot of those guys are fast running their fastest, we're not that fast. So, but we're getting there dialed in, and it was a surprise to me. So I did change my tune up a little bit when I saw that, because I thought we were going from something that was going to be a little slower in the 60. And it honestly, it took what I threw at it. So, but I was a little later in the round. I think I was 9th pair first round.
I think so.
Yeah.
And then speaking of John, I mean, like he's got he's got a ton of power. So it's kind of tricky for someone like him too to not overpower. But then all day long, the first half was horrible for him, doing wheelies, knocking a tire off, whatever. But then really for him, it was a 3:30 on race until your race in the finals against him. It was a 3:30 on race, and just all that power, he was just able to pedal it. And I mean, you just hear him go, wah, 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 and he can just outpower everybody and just fly.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to drive around me, even after being behind me. I was still waiting for him to drive around me.
I mean, honestly, I figured it was going to be a pretty similar story for him all the way through to being the winner. But even commentating, I was like, but the thing is, it's no prep racing, so it's not always about who's got the fastest, better, lightest car, etc. Yeah. It's more about who makes the least amount of mistakes, and who has it dialed in for the surface at that moment.
Yeah,
because like your guys are aware, that track can be, depending on how late you go. We didn't go too late this past Saturday, so it wasn't that dewy, but it was just getting ready to start coming in. So it can be slow, fast, slow. So it's not always about having all that power, but that was just some freaky stuff nobody could have accounted for. John almost doing a wheelie on top of your car. I don't even know how far out that was, 450, 500 feet.
Yeah, sure.
I was cringing so bad. I was like, oh, my God.
And I didn't realize, I mean, I knew there were some wheelies, but seeing the video afterwards gave me a whole different perspective, because I saw the lights, kind of moving around, and I knew he was there. I could hear him. I'm at wide open throttle in my car, my little small block turbo, and that big block man just screaming. And I was just waiting for it, but I didn't realize exactly what had happened. We ended up, I stopped after the race, telling him good race, and he was kind of laughing. He was like, man, if you'd have pedaled or slowed down at all or lost traction, I might have been on top of you there. So, I mean, fortunately that didn't happen. I thought it was a great race. It was a fun race, and made for a cool video. So I'm good with it. He was awesome. I've never talked to the guy, and he talked to me as if we're old buddies. I like that about Milan in general. because we go to some tracks where it doesn't feel that way. But everybody at Milan, man, it's an awesome track, awesome people, awesome race.
I agree. And John, to look at him, he doesn't look approachable.
No.
But when if you just talk to him a little bit, and he's not really a people person, so he probably would be cussing at me for saying this, but
everybody's going to be running up to him now.
I'll be getting a message, but he's a great guy, and he is easy to talk to.
Yeah.
He just doesn't look approachable.
Yeah. No, I think it's because he's just so chill. He's just chilling over there. He's really whatever. He's been here. He's done that. He's ready to race. Let's do it. But
extremely competitive.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, he talked to me like we're old pals, so good dude. It was a great race.
Yeah, it was. So what's next for you? This weekend?
We are headed to Bunker Hill, headed Friday night for some testing, and then Saturday's the race. It looks like if everybody shows up, it looks like it should be a big turnout.
Nice. Which is that
it's Thrill at the Hill.
Thrill at the Hill.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What is
there's another
name? Yeah. Mike Kuhn from Mentone. He's putting it on, and it's been a huge turnout. I think BJ's flagging, and there's lots of people signed up. So hopefully everybody shows up that signed up.
Yeah, Bunker Hill. Bunker Hill drag strip in Indiana.
Yep.
No, I was confusing that for a second. That's my fault. What's his?
Yeah, Bunker Hill. I've never been there. I guess it's like an old, like one of the oldest tracks in Indiana, 8th Mile. I'm not sure what the shutdown is, but I've seen some videos. It seems like the locals there, they seem to leave really hard. I mean, they're leaving hard, but I don't know what it'll take to be fast there. So
yeah, I've not been there either. I'm interested to go there now. Of course, we have our race at 41, but so many races this weekend. This is one of those shitty weekends for me. Like D Team has a race. We're doing a World Series race at Street Car Brawl at 41. There's Thrill at the Hill. Ontario, our buddies up there in Ontario have a race. Slugfest in Kentucky.
Jasper,
Limpy.
You're an awesome guy.
Jasper's one of the best.
He is, man. That's another dude. Like, I mean, we've really, talked to each other a lot lately, and like just an easy dude to connect with and feel real with. And I'm all about those genuine connections. Oh yeah, there you are. All right, now we're talking.
So
a 580 will win it then, right?
I think he's asking for you to send screenshots of draggy times. Yeah, but yeah, no, Jasper and all those second type guys, man, they're definitely great people.
Yeah, for sure.
Always a good time. It'll be fast.
Yeah, that's what I think. Well, we're gonna try. If we get through first round, that's always my goal. Just get through first round. Whatever happens after that, chip away at it if we can. And
yeah. Who all's going?
Right now, I think me, Adam, Dylan might go and hang out. I keep trying to talk him into just ripping the front end off this truck of his. He unfortunately had that wreck at Muncie Friday, and I don't know. I know he wants to race, but I know he's the type that really just wants to do it right and make sure he's making the right decision. And I get it. He's got another truck laying around that he's kind of been talking about using. It'd be much lighter, use the parts from the current truck, and probably giving away all his secrets now. So, but anyway, I like seeing him race. He loves racing. So It's like, I know he could just tear this thing apart and have it run again in a week or two.
Well, Dylan, if you're watching and you build another truck, I vote right now that it's called Desk Pop. Just saying.
Yes. He's watching. And Desk Pop is it. That is it.
Can't be anything else.
I hope Alex, the Canadian's watching too.
Oh man, dude, that's probably one of the funniest stories I've heard in a long time. I won't repeat it on Facebook because whatever, but it's a great story. Make sure you ask Dylan or Alex about.
You'll get different versions though. So ask them both.
Well, you want Dylan's version, I promise you, over Alex's.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, man, I'm telling you. And listen, and the exhaust for the turbo has to be up higher than the cab. Oh yeah, America, to hell, I love it.
He slapped together Adams like nothing. He can do that. He'll do that in a heartbeat. I like it.
Adams' new combo is. It's gonna be nasty.
Once he gets it figured out, it's gonna be rowdy.
It is rowdy. I think it's a lot more rowdy than it was previously, but now it's dragging the bumper off. Yeah.
It's always been rowdy. It makes some aggressive moves, but it's gonna be, once he gets the top end figured out, because he's got the power now, and I think he's running into some fuel issues and just needs more fuel. But man, once he gets more fuel, it is gonna be scary what that thing can do. It's gonna be bad.
Nice. Yeah. No, I'm all about that.
So I love that. 70 cars. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you're talking truck versus truck. I don't know. That Nova is still. That thing's like a loading screen right now. Every time I see it out, it just gets a little bit better. That thing's got mad, crazy potential.
Well, and I like seeing him going to places like Milan where, I don't know that the Nova was really built for that. I know it's a big power car and probably going to be a killer on the front side, but I like seeing him bring it out anyway on the backside. And people like racing him and all that. He's whooped up on me a couple times.
They're definitely both of them, very hard to beat.
Yeah.
No, he was talking earlier about his motors. His motor left the chat, so they're waiting for the new one to be built, right? Was that right?
I'll let Sean. Yes, Sean is waiting on a fresh motor for his car. And I will not let him retire. He did buy a UTV, a Maverick, Can-Am Maverick. It is badass. But I think it's just kind of, something to do, something different. But he's going to be out there killing it, I'm sure, here in a couple weeks. We need him. We need him to, because we need to know how fast we can go.
Well, the sport needs him because he is very gifted at going out there, like you said earlier, first round and just laying it down pretty much anywhere.
He does. He lays it down. I'll bet my money on him first round anytime, any day. Anytime, any day.
He definitely has a gift.
Yeah, and the way he treats people as well. I mean, he's very humble, and he's not out there stirring stuff up. He's not about the drama, the whatever. So it's awesome to see. I can't wait to get him back out there.
Yep, it's good to see him. So anybody you want to thank or any sponsors?
I hate thanking people because there's so many and I always forget, but like the whole Mac team, going back even to the beginning, like people that have influenced the racing as we've gone. I mean, it's been such a learning experience to see all the different perspectives and, the willingness to hear different perspectives among the team, even when maybe a couple of them are kind of set in their ways, they're still, if someone has a new idea or whatever, willing to hear it and willing to, think it out and just going all the way back to when, Nick and Adam were together. Like we had some awesome memories and like, it's been so cool. So like Adam, Nick, Dylan. Dylan's been huge, especially lately with helping us out on crazy, anything we need help with fabrication wise, welding, suspension. We talk back and forth, share ideas. Travis and Sean for sure. It's funny how close I feel with Travis now versus when we first came on. He was a little guarded, and like he's put a ton of work and data, time, the sensors, everything. We wouldn't be this far without him kind of opening up, realizing that like we're on board, we're here to help, whatever we can contribute. But like these guys know so much and have been doing it so much longer. We wouldn't be where we were without them. Sean being willing to help with the tuning, Adam with the tuning, all those guys, even Travis, like when he's down, he knows the F body so well. Like we definitely wouldn't be where we are without him opening up and sharing that with us. And then my guys that help me on my car all the time. Alex, he's my right-hand man. He's hiding over here.
What's up, buddy?
But yeah, he just like, it wouldn't be possible. I'm willing to work and I'm willing to put in some effort to really make this happen. But like my days are full and like, it's just not, and I know everybody's busy. Everybody's got a lot going on, but I just wouldn't be at as many races if it weren't for Alex over here, just helping me out, getting the car ready. And Travis, our other buddy, who's on our close crew that helps just my car. And they're willing to help out the other guys. They do all the time, but their primary focus is on my car. And like, it's a cool bond we have. And it allows us to all go and race as frequently as we do. And it just wouldn't be possible. I'd be stressed out and I'd just be like, nah, we'll go next weekend. But it's amazing. We really, this last race just meshed. Like I was doing my thing on the tuning and making some shock adjustments, and they were doing their thing, just making sure the fuel was good, the battery's charged, the tire pressure's good, like reading the track, seeing if it's going away, just trying to keep an eye on the races, seeing how the other passes are looking. Like it's awesome. We're meshing well. I'm rambling on now, but just so many people, we wouldn't even be close. Like we're 2 years into this dedicated, and we wouldn't even be close to having the confidence we do and being able to do what we do. So all the people we've met, it's been awesome.
No, and I appreciate everything you're saying, because I think the sport needs to hear more stuff like that, because it's not just one person ever. It does take a team, and it does take a dedicated team. So I appreciate you saying stuff like that, because I think the racing world needs to understand that a little bit better somewhat.
Yeah. And Alex, he's going to have his truck. He's got a badass truck coming out here soon. And I don't know what the hell we're going to do. He's our lineup guy for all of us. And like, he's gotten so good at that over the last year and a half. It's just cool watching everybody get better at what they're doing and help out the team every way they can. So yeah, I don't know what we're going to do, but he's going to have a badass truck. So we'll figure it out.
Wait, what? I was like number 25, I think.
That's a lot of pizza. That's a lot of pizza. Yeah, I don't know.
If you're in Indiana, make sure you just stop by and get a Pizza King, though.
Yeah,
it's good pizza.
Yeah,
my favorite. I can't remember what it was. It's not called a Meat Lovers, but it is pretty much like
feast. Yep, the meat feast. Ooh,
with
throw
barbecue
cheese
sauce
on there if you're in the mood. It's fire.
With the barbecue sauce instead of the pizza sauce.
Yeah, you can do with the barbecue sauce. You can mix it. You can have them do mixed sauce with a little bit of tomato paste, a little bit of barbecue, mix it together. That's good. Get some extra sides of nacho cheese to dip it in.
Yeah, the first time I heard about that, I was like, whatever, I'm not trying that at all. And then they were like, try it, I promise you. And I tried it, and I'm a believer now.
Nice. I remember, yeah, you were a little bit of a
hater,
but you know.
I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I was never a hater on pizza. Just the barbecue, I was like, man, I'm not a believer on that one immediately.
Yeah, that's funny.
But no, it is. I agree. I agree. It is a great community and so many wonderful people, and you know, that's what makes racing great.
I agree. All different backgrounds, all different walks of life, able to come together, have fun.
You're gonna bring some with you. I was still on my diet, but I got one cheat. I got one cheat day.
Oh man, I ate so much that night in the trailer. Gosh, I was full.
I did too. I ate my last 2 meals in pizza. I'm only supposed to have one cheat meal, but I had 2 cheat meals that day. It was like, whatever, I'll work out a little bit more.
It's hard to outwork a bad diet.
It is. Trust me. I know. I was all about bad diet forever. How to have more openness to talk about pizza. It's my favorite. It's my favorite food group still. Even though I'm on this diet, pizza's still my favorite food group.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, bro! Freaking awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It was the happiest birthday because I got to hang out with everybody, man. Dude, Friday and Saturday.
That is awesome. It was a hell of a weekend, man. It was a good weekend.
It really was no disappointing racing in any class.
Yeah.
Up there Saturday. It was. I love small tire, but I gotta admit, man, I think street class was probably my favorite class Saturday.
Oh, that's cool.
It was real competitive, and that little blue Supra. I knew that thing was fast.
Yeah.
Dude, I did not think that thing was going rounds like it did, though.
It was smooth too. Like it just kind of A to B just did it.
It was beautiful. Listen, I get romantic about passes sometimes, man, and that thing was just beautiful, like stroke.
Yeah.
And I was like,
no,
it didn't.
Yeah.
And then next round, do it again. I was like, I'm a fan. I mean, I've seen him around a couple times, but I'm a fan now of the Supra.
So where'd you say you're headed? When are we going to see you next?
I have Street Car Brawl Saturday at 41 is the World Series No Prep event.
Oh, I forgot it was
Yeah. There's so many races I'd like to be at this weekend.
Yeah.
But that's how it goes, sadly. But following weekend's Gangster's Paradise. You guys gonna come down and hang out for that?
We're gonna hang out for sure.
So
I don't think we have
there.
a car for that, but we are gonna watch and have a good time.
I like that this is only going to be 50 cars, so the property isn't going to feel as bloated and stuffed to the gills.
Yeah.
With racers, which I know sounds stupid to say, but
it's
my
a lot.
Lord, I can't. Last race there had to have been 200 cars at least on a property. That's just not a very big property. So yeah, the freaking Gangsters brother will hang out for sure then.
Hell yeah, cool.
But before we wrap you up, what's up with Alex's truck? Why am I just hearing about this? Is this top secret?
It's supposed to be a secret. I don't know.
I see that shit-eating grin he just walked by with.
Him and Dylan have been working in the background on this thing and basically taking can I say? Basically taking all of Dylan's knowledge on the current truck and all the things that he would do differently, and Dylan being the guy that he is just doing it, all the fab work, he's just a badass, and he's it's gonna be light, it's gonna be fast, he's got it's gonna be a bad
awesome.
Yeah, so
that's good. That's what you should do too, man. You know,
it's a team.
The evolution.
Yeah,
that's good. I like that. I like that Dylan's sharing that information and evolving on somebody else's project.
Yeah, and it's just pushing Dylan. Dylan knows, he knows you can't just stay there, and you can't, like he did last year. He did great with his setup, and then over the winter, he was like, man, it's time to make some adjustments. So he just knows you gotta be willing to change and evolve to keep up and keep pace. So
yeah.
He can't wait to do twins on my Camaro.
Oh boy. Adam asked, did you get a 360 yet? GoPro.
Dude,
We have one hanging off the back of the parachute facing backwards.
I forgot. We have one. It's hanging from the parachute. If you heard Alex there, we just didn't use it. It would have been perfect. It's facing backwards on the parachute, hanging down. And
my God.
Didn't even think about it. We could have had a picture of John's freaking oil pan.
Rear diff. I mean, the whole nine, because that thing was. When I saw the sparks from his chute mount, I was like, "Oh, this is going to be horrible."
Yeah. And then he got in it again.
I was like, "Jeez."
That was cool. It was fun. I had a blast this weekend. It was awesome. We just, like I said, we killed that first round tune-up at Milan and just kind of chipped away at it after that.
Labor Day weekend. When is Labor Day? I'm always horrible with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alex, when's Labor Day? I do want to hit a Grand Bend race. That looked like a good time.
Is that
this weekend.
Is that Canada?
Yeah.
I'd like to get up there. I want to get up there to one of their races. It looks like they got some good, like really good backside stuff that's like kind of crappy surface stuff that we like.
I'm telling you, get the Insta 360. Oh, if you're going to get one, it's more affordable. The picture quality and everything is the same as the GoPro. It's like $100 cheaper, but the advantage is software is way more user friendly over
I hate
GoPro.
that GoPro software.
I got the Insta 360. I can do everything from my phone.
That's
and
cool.
like that. And you can lock on target. So, for instance, with your pass with John, as soon as you got out in front of him in the video, you could lock on his car as the target, and it'll track that the rest of the way through the race.
That's
So
cool.
no matter where you are, it'll automatically change camera angles and everything. That blows the 360 away, the GoPro away.
That's
I
cool.
mean, I got GoPros. I'm a fan of them too. They work great, but Insta 360's way better.
Yeah, we might have to check that out. As you see, we don't even use the freaking 360.
You guys got a lot going on though, man. You know.
Zach wasn't there.
Racing,
Yeah, I got to thank Zach. He's another one. Zach Whitaker. He's on the Mac team, and he's one that he runs that NA, the Pizza King truck. The what is it? Gosh, yeah, it's an S10, I guess. But yeah, he runs the NA Pizza King truck. It looks like a delivery truck, and it's badass. But that dude, with the filming, the editing, the even just the conversations we have, the way. Like, cause he's pretty well got his truck figured out, needs a lot more power, but he's going to get there. And it's interesting. The conversations we'll have that just get me thinking and learning and trying new things with suspension and just trying to figure it out. I mean, it's been a hell of a ride, hell of a process, but he's another one that I got to thank for sure.
Oh yeah, Alex, PM me, man. I want to get up to Canada. We were going to do a World Series event in Canada, but scheduling conflicts. But we're going to do one next year up there in Canada with Mike. So it's going to be a good time, man.
Yeah, I'd like to get up there.
And I know, unfortunately, for that weekend, I'm like 99% sure that I'm committed somewhere else. I'm supposed to figure that out tonight after we get off the live feed, as a matter of fact. But if that doesn't happen, I'll come up. Yes, no traction control on the burnouts.
Dude, Everett. That's another one, man. It was so cool seeing him race that car. Like, I talked to him afterwards, and like he was excited and like having fun. Like, it was just cool. It was cool to see.
Yeah, and I agree. Zach is the MVP, man. He's one. You know, I got a handful of people that I enjoy talking to, like really enjoy talking to, I should say. And Zach's always one of them. He always just slides up on you, just so calm and relaxed. Like,
dude,
you laugh because it's true, though, right?
It is. But he's like
just
so
so
chill.
like
Like he's not gonna.
What's up, man? How you been?
Yeah. but then he'll throw a zinger in there every now and then and catch you off guard. Like I tell him that every time. I'm like, dude, that was funny. Like that was hilarious. Where did that come from?
Yeah, he's great. He's great. But yeah, where's he from originally? You know, now that we're talking about it, I don't think I've ever asked him, but
I think Indy area, somewhere maybe a little south of Indy, somewhere in there, I think. I don't know.
You know, really, he's kind of got like that deep South kind of mannerism and humor.
I can see that, yeah.
You know what I mean? Those
Yeah.
guys that don't really say a whole lot, but then when they do say something that's a zinger, it's like
I love it.
really good.
Yeah, I love
and
it.
highly unexpected. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So yeah. Well, good deal, brother. Well, good luck this weekend.
Yeah. Thanks.
And keep me posted, Alex. Send me some pics of that truck, man.
I'm actually sending them right now.
My man. I won't share. I never share.
It's going to be sick. I can't wait. We're going to get out and do some testing. We're just going to test till that thing's dialed in. So it'll be
nice.
Cool. Yeah.
Well, good thing is, man, you got a lot of S10 people around you. So
yeah.
That'll give you a hell of a shortcut.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if old Leaf Spring boy can help us out. I don't know. Adam. I hope he's
yeah. Oh, Willie.
I think we'll talk him into 4-link one of these days. But I mean, it's hard when you look at his 60-foot times to try.
You don't need it.
Yeah,
you don't need
right.
it.
You're
I'm
right.
telling you, Alex. Also, I'll go out into the barn and I'll send you some pics of the frame for for Michelle's S10 pickup.
Okay.
I don't know how far along you are on your frame, but
I'm plumbing it up now, and it's getting ready to be wired here soon too.
Oh well, you're farther along than that. Then I won't send you those pics because if you didn't do it, you'll be like, oh man,
right.
Apart. But yeah, no, it's hard to beat the leaf spring stuff, man. Once you get it figured out.
I mean, it's like, Adam's truck. I think Billy's truck was leaf spring, and it just.
Yep.
You watch so many videos of him just freaking hooking and going. I just like giving him shit any chance I get.
Absolutely. He does deserve it. I love him, but he deserves
love
it.
Him to death.
He'll do the same.
I got to give him shit.
He'll definitely do the same.
Yeah.
Well, good deal, man. I appreciate you coming on, brother. Congratulations again, because you did not battle your way through a field of slouches. That was an amazing field of cars. There was just the whole race, every class up there actually was just full of competitive cars, man. So you did great, man. And
thanks.
Keep me updated this weekend on what's going on, please. And
will do. Yeah,
we'll see. If not sooner, I'll see you guys at Gangsters.
That's just a couple weekends away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll see you there, man. Thanks.
All right, guys.
All right.
Have a good one.
Later, man.
Later,
buddy. Where's the eyes? Oh, there's those pictures. Oh, Alex. Oh, that's move. Oh, you guys did it. Yep. Nope. Everything I was going to send you pictures of, you guys already did. And it works beautifully. Never mind. Sorry, everybody else. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Alex's truck's going to be a gangster. What's up, Brittany? How you doing, honey? Oh, man. So, yeah, last weekend was amazing. Great time. Had a lot of fun. We get you on there. It's all right. We got you. But it is. There's always so many people that help. And honestly, when you're staring at the camera, I don't care who you are, you're always just like in your head. There's some pressure there. Um, well, that's we voted on the live feed. That's Dylan. That's the name of Dylan's new truck. Got to be. Who let you out? Oh, that's nice, Brittany. I'm sure you had a good time. It looked like a good time down there. Why are you out? This cat's coming to harass me now. So anyhow, next up this weekend be it's gonna be our first time out to the Street Car Brawl. I've been trying to get out there for a couple years now, and they signed up to be on the World Series. And so this Saturday we'll be out there with Brian and the guys. And what's up, Brian?
How's it going?
Is it going good, buddy? How are you?
I'm good. Got off work a little while ago, so.
Nice. So we figure we bring you on here so you can. I mean, the class rules and all that stuff. Everybody's pretty familiar with at this point, but
Yeah.
But you know, basically, I'm kind of I'm a recruiter, trying to help recruit and help everybody's events be bigger, and help expose racers to different races and surfaces. And part of the World Series is, you know, we've got a bunch of different surfaces. Hey, get out of there. Anybody want to meet me at 41 today and get a free cat?
Don't bring that cat because my old lady and the kiddo want to take it home.
They can have it. Waffles. Quit it. She's the cutest thing, but she likes to intentionally annoy me, and she knows what annoys me. And I don't know why. I don't know who let her out. I don't know who let her out while I'm on live feed, because that's one of the things she will come in here and pester me like she's doing right now. Everybody on watching always thinks it's funny. But no. So anyhow, US 41, tell everybody about it that doesn't know about it.
Well, we run on the back side of 41. We used to run it completely backwards, and then IHRA insurance adjuster came out and seen us running one day. He shut us down. So we had to start right after the quarter mile, and we run on the shutdown, which after we run everything 8th mile now. So it still gives you just shy of a quarter mile to shut down, but it is probably the worst surface to race on in the country. There's guys that say they do better on dirt roads than they do at the Brawl. So it takes more than money to win at the Brawl. You got to be able to drive your car.
And that's all chip and seal, the shutdown there, right?
It is asphalt, but it's old coarse asphalt from mid-90s. Got big, and I won't say big cracks. It's got a couple good sized cracks running through it that's had hot patch put in it, stuff like that. It looks better than it actually hooks when guys come out and they start walking it. And we've had quite a few guys come out and say, "Oh, we can get down this no problem, right off the trailer A to B," and 60 foot out, they change their story. But it will be tricky for everybody.
Which is good. That's good, because that's part of what we want in the World Series. You know, we got some fast front side stuff, some not so fast front side stuff, some decently fast backside stuff. The Brawl be super tricky. So it's kind of the thing for the guys getting involved in following this to it's more of like an ultimate tuners challenge than just showing up to a bunch of races at different tracks.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of videos for the people that are already on the group page, and those that aren't. You go to YouTube and find pictures too. I would definitely do some homework, especially coming off the trailer, because normally we allow guys to do test runs before their shootouts start, and this weekend it's off the trailer, so it should be a good time.
Yeah, it's, you know, and we do that couple reasons. One of them is try and get racers to the tracks during everybody's other events.
Right.
If they want to try to get data in advance. But also, again, you know, who's the baddest tuner, who can read the surface the best. And adapt and overcome. Yep, I saw that. Landlord one. Yep, get the stripper glitter shout out in there too.
Yeah, we will have a stripper glitter provider there at the brawl tent. So if anybody forgets their prep, we'll have a guy there that'll have some.
Yeah, because that was something that happened at Milan this past weekend. Was nobody was there selling prep except for Everett, the Forge, and I think you know he gave us prep to sell in our tent for him, and I think we ended up selling like 13, 14 gallons for him. So if you sell prep, get with Brian and make sure it's okay. I don't know what you do for vendor spots or whatever, or if you just, I mean, most races just let racers sell stuff out of their pits. But
yeah.
And so who's the stripper glitter?
The
Chris?
stripper glitter is my buddy, my brother Chris Neville. He's got a Hood Rat Supply. He's got a little local deal he does. He does prep and nitrous fills and sells some fittings and stuff like cleans injectors, sells injectors, stuff like that. So he's just trying to get started in the game. So
nice. Well, make sure Chris, like I said, make sure Chris is stocked up, because at Milan nobody had prep except for Everett, and nobody brought prep with them, racers. So
yeah, I know he talked to him. He was at the house yesterday. He's pretty stocked up, so he should be good to go.
Good. So as far as like the track goes, what time's gates? What time's chip draw?
The gates will open at 10 a.m. and we have the track from 10 a.m. to 11 o'clock. Got to be done with the last pair at 11 o'clock p.m.
All right.
I figure we could start the drivers meeting at 1. That way it gives guys time to get there, get the camp set up. And we are going to have some grudge racing, and we got a lot of guys that come out that don't get into shootouts, and we allow them to run up until the shootouts start. And then once the shootouts start, they'll kind of sit back and watch and do their side betting and gambling and stuff. So I say we do the drivers meeting 1 p.m. and then we can follow that up with chip draw. Probably start with 28s and go from there. 28 should be the biggest group. But then we're also going to do our True Street group and Daily Driver group that day also.
So for those that aren't familiar, what's your True Street and your Daily Driver classes consist of as far as like rules?
All right, let me go pull those up real quick. You would think after all these years I'd have them memorized.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't, because I don't remember them all. The only one I can remember completely is big tire and small tire, because
they're the easiest.
we don't have no rules, basically.
For the Daily Driver, and this was a couple of the racers that came up with these rules. They brought it to us, and they pretty much run themselves for the most part. They get everybody together, and we just do the chip draw and handle the lights and finish line for them. But they come up with a must-retain factory fuel tank for the Daily Driver, full factory interior. If the car came with it, it must retain it, meaning heat, air conditioning, power steering. Exhaust must exit in the factory location. Factory style engine and trans. 17-inch wheel or bigger, any DOT tire. And then 15-inch wheels, they can run a 28 10.5, but it has to be a DOT tire and no all-wheel drive. So let me let this dog out before she makes a bunch of noise.
Yeah, which, like I was saying earlier, the daily driver class at Milan was probably, I know I said it was a street class or whatever earlier, but it was the daily driver class at Milan was probably my favorite class this time around.
The daily driver group is definitely growing.
I mean, they were decently fast, and it was super competitive. Like I'd say probably 80% of the races were actually really good, close races where it was like, okay. I mean, everybody loves the super fast race, but everybody, I don't give a shit how fast the car goes. Everybody loves a fender race. If it's a fender or less and you're standing at the starting line, especially, everybody gets excited about those.
So then we have the True Street group, which that came about for the 28 guys that were too slow to compete with the faster 28 guys. So that's an 8th mile race, $100 buy-in. Must be on a DOT approved tire, 16-inch wheels or smaller, and are allowed a 28 10.5 non-W or 275 or smaller. 17-inch wheel or bigger, they can run up to a 325. And then all-wheel drive must be on a hard tire. Full interior must have at least 2 seats. If it came from the factory with door panels and a headliner, it must be covered, no bare metal. You can have a back seat delete, but no sheet metal dash or nothing like that. Factory glass, unless it's the back glass has been removed for safety equipment. Doors must function. Factory body panels except hood and bumpers. Stock style suspension and exhaust must exit behind the front seats. No push or tow vehicles and limited time between rounds. That's usually a pretty good group too. Oh, and it must be an internal combustion engine. No Teslas or nothing like that. They're going to kill our sport anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not an EV fan, but I do appreciate what those things can do. They're pretty amazing in a street class application.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have some come out and they grudge race and test and tune and have fun in that. It's just we're trying to keep it as fair as possible on that surface.
Yeah.
So
no, they definitely have an advantage for sure. Heavy as hell. Imagine on that surface, they're heavy as hell, all-wheel drive. It is amazing what some of those guys are getting out of those things with the tunes and everything.
Oh yeah,
they work well.
And then I do believe we have a group of the bike guys that are planning on coming out too. Those guys are pretty easy. Also, they'll do a cheap $20 buy-in just to race each other.
Yeah,
they like to have fun. So
yeah, that'd be a good time. I love the bikes. That's how I got in this when I was a lot skinnier, but I'm too big for a bike now. But
I like watching the Harleys and that.
Yeah, that's
bikes, they're quick, and it takes some good riders, and especially on the Brawl surface, it takes some real good riders. So,
yeah.
41 is having a test and tune Friday night on the front side. So if anybody wants to come up early, I spoke with Steve, and they can camp out Friday night. So
nice. Is that your bike class? Any tire, any clutch, any power adder?
Yeah, they pretty much do a run what you brung. Most of the guys ride their bikes in anyways, and just try to have a little fun throughout the day.
No, I dig it. I love it. That's why we have so few rules, because I hate to see people try and cry and complain and negotiate a victory based on rules. You know what I mean? Let's just get it in and get it done.
Oh, Nick with Problem Child, man. If you guys have never seen or heard Problem Child run, man, it's a small block forward, but it is loud. He will fuck your eardrums up.
And there's another front side race on Sunday.
Let me go check and see what they're doing on Sunday. I know they have something going on Sunday. I'm gonna double check their schedule right now.
So that might be a good little weekend for somebody to go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, camp all weekend, and Rocket Man race. Chris says Brian for president.
Yeah, they got so Sunday's a test and tune, and then the MRSO Rocket Man race. So yeah, if anybody wants to stay the whole weekend, they're more than welcome.
Oh, see, there you guys go. You hang out there at excuse me, hang out there all weekend.
We'll have a couple food vendors on hand for anybody that don't bring any food with them. I know we got Dan's pierogies for anybody who's never had pierogies. They are delicious. They're like little bags of crack. And then I think we got an ice cream vendor going to be there. And then the wives usually do up burgers and dogs out of the brawl tent.
Nice.
And then everybody's welcome to bring a grill, for themselves or whatever.
Steve said the Rocket Man race was postponed, but TNT all day.
Oh, see? So I'm sure anybody that sticks around for Sunday, they can get with Steve and try to put together a little shootout, for whoever's there, or maybe even some kind of little bracket deal. Maybe like a King of the Hill deal or something for those that are in the showing times.
And who is Steve?
Steve Keys is the manager of 41. Awesome guy. He's done a lot of work at 41. Busted his ass to try to turn the reputation around and get the county off our ass a little bit. So the county's not a real big fan of the track, unfortunately.
It's an unfortunate, ever-growing thing. It seems like you get people that move close to a racetrack that don't like racetracks.
Well, actually, the biggest pain in the ass for 41 is somebody who was there right when the track was built or just before. So I mean, she's getting up there in her age, so she gets kind of bitchy. She's a typical Karen.
No, damn it, Karen. Free camping, just come up in the morning, pay for the day. Yes, I'll take care of you guys. So thank you, Steve. We appreciate that. Hopefully, like I say, if anybody wants to make a weekend of it, there's
Steve usually has different fuel, BP fuels on hand, nitrous if it's available. There's a hotel not far from there, Fair Oaks Farm. They got a pretty good restaurant and a real nice hotel for those that don't want to camp out on the grounds.
So yeah, Caleb, part of the World Series is, you can do test and tune in between rounds after you're eliminated.
Yeah, well, I figure once everybody's eliminated, if anybody wants to do some grudge racing, or maybe we can do like a second chance deal or something.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, in the World Series you can't, but once you're eliminated, you can do test and tune, grudge racing, or whatever in between rounds.
Yeah, and if anybody's looking for a grudge race, come find me. I'll get on the mic. We'll try to find something for you, whether it's just for shits and giggles or a couple $100. We'll make it happen.
That's what I like to hear.
If somebody needs set out, we'll set you out too.
World needs more real grudge racing.
Right, I miss the real grudge racing days.
TV
shootouts are fun, but sometimes I think we need to go back to the roots and do a little bit of grudge racing, a little bit of shit talking, a little bit of excitement, as long as it stays about the cars.
So NWI Hood Rat Supply, that's who you're going to look for this weekend for stripper glitter.
Yeah, he'll be in the brawl tent, so you just come right up to the brawl tent and find him. He's as ugly as I am, so you won't miss him.
Hey, Dan, how's it going, buddy? So anything else anybody should know about the track or how it operates?
Just watch your speed when you guys are coming to the track, man. When you guys are on the county roads and that, just make sure you watch your speed. And some of the roads are old farm roads, so they're dusty roads anyways. And yeah, just if you stop at the gas stations close by to get your ice or whatever you need for the day, just be respectful. And that way the county's not calling and giving Steve a hard time. Once you're in the track, you know, it's pretty much fair game as long as everybody's respectful and reasonable. Any pit vehicles need to be operated by a licensed driver. We can't have any kids riding around on the side by sides and the four wheelers and that. We've had too many incidents. So, if you got golf carts, I would recommend you bring them because it's a far walk to the bathroom. There's a couple porta potties, but you're going to be well over a quarter mile away from the bathrooms. And yes, definitely, you know, respect the pits. If you're not on the track, man, don't be doing any burnouts and donuts. We've had a couple younger guys do some stuff like that in the pits.
Yeah, or no testing.
Right.
We've never had any of that stuff happen, but we have had a few people go off in the back of wherever and dry hop a couple of hits or whatever, you know, try to get some data real quick. So none of that stuff either.
None of that'll work for you anyways. That surface on the backside is unlike any surface around the area anyways. You might as well just go test on an ice rink somewhere.
Was what I like to hear. I know we talked to some people, man. We got some people from Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio interested. So
yeah, we're looking forward to having everybody.
Hopefully we get some people who want to try a new surface and experience a new track and support a small local track and help keep the sport alive.
We definitely appreciate that. I know a handful of the ladies are pretty excited about that powder puff race. So that should be good. We've never done anything like that, you know, ladies only race. So that should be fun to see how that goes if there's enough to show up.
Even if there's only two, they can just have as much fun as they want to. That's all it's really about is you know, having fun and learning and let you know, so many of the ladies, majority of the time, the ladies are on the sidelines or in the pits, and they're a big integral part of racing, but they don't get to do the funnest part, which is, in my opinion, is get on the track. So that's why we like to encourage this. So even if it's just your daily driver and you just want to get out on the track and experience it, ladies, we encourage it. Because that
and we can, like I said, we can make it fair. If we get something kind of crazy coming up against a daily driver, we can set the daily driver out a little bit.
Yep,
make it fun.
Let the ladies learn how to negotiate and all that stuff.
Yeah, let them grudge it out.
Yep, and hey, you know, if you race and you get beat and you want to come back and race again and negotiate for a more fair race, then we can do that too. You know, just have fun and learn. That's the main thing we want to emphasize on this. It's always worked out well. The girls have always had a great time. I've only ever had a few bad experiences, and honestly, it's the husbands get too competitive and don't look at it as something fun and educational. And I just want to stress that it's fun and educational. So don't get in your feelings and be a jerk. We're just going to have fun with the ladies and teach them some stuff.
Yeah, I like Steve's comment there. I don't drink Bud Light, but you know, hey, in today's day and age, it's not uncommon to be politically incorrect and claim to be what you need to be to win.
Well, I think in this arena though, it won't matter. You know what I mean?
Right.
we'll just help the girls negotiate you. But listen, if you're gonna identify as a female racer, we're gonna have to dress you appropriately, bub. That's all I'm gonna say. So, Steve, you might get on Amazon and get Brian an outfit real quick. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, for
Take
the
one
right
the team,
price, we can make it happen. I mean,
listen, take one for the team. I did.
right?
I
Yeah.
did.
Make sure all racers have a helmet. It don't matter if you're in a minivan. If you're on the track racing, you have to have a helmet.
Helmet, pants,
Yep.
shoes that cover your ankles, a jacket.
Yeah, you got to be
gloves,
safe.
You know, all the
Oh,
that's
thanks, Steve. Steve, look at now you got them on Amazon already.
Steve, me and you gonna get along just fine. Was that park on the wall? Is there parking on the walls?
Well, no, we got a tow truck that we keep on site. So when these guys decide to pull in we use the track as our staging lanes. So these guys will pull up and they'll park along the wall, and then they'll get out of their car and they'll want to come up to the line and watch the racing until they're ready to race. Then we'll call the tow truck out to come hook their car, and they got to pay whatever the drop fee is if they leave their car and clog up the lanes.
No, boy. Yeah, so don't clog up the lanes.
Yeah.
We all know better than that.
We end up with the way we do it, we end up with 4 staging lanes, and the 2 outside lanes along the wall are where the shootouts will line up, and then the center lanes is where test and tune grudge racers will line up.
Nice.
We got some GoPros for the finish line. We got our finish line guy. He stays down there all day. He'll call the races, even if it's not a shootout race. That way, while everybody's standing up on the starting line, side betting, they'll know who won and who didn't.
Perfect.
Just don't ask him who anybody's name is. He don't pay attention to that. He don't know who cars who and who drives what. He calls left or right lane. That's it.
Hey, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So, all right. And then just to remind everybody again, gates
open at 10. The testing and grudge racing usually starts around 11 once the EMT's ready and the track's ready. And then we can start, we can do the driver's meeting at 1. And right after we go over all the drivers meeting, we can start chip draw and then get guys started.
So we're gonna have some fun. It's gonna be a great time, man. Anything, any sponsors or anything you want to shout out before we wrap it up here?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we got a Hood Rat Supply. Like I said, he'll be there with the prep and that. And he's got the stripper glitter prep, and then we've got. Let me get to the list. We got quite a few. We got Sinister Media. They been a big part of the brawl for the last few years. And then I know you said Bob's coming out still, right?
Yep. No Prep Felons will be on the property doing the live
He's been there a couple times. So M&K Machine, they're one of the big sponsors. You got M&K Machine, you got High Performance Transmission Specialties, probably the best transmission builder there is, man. And he takes care of everybody no matter what they need, and his shit works. Splitting Targets, so big sexy. He's a double sponsor. He's got Splitting Targets to axe throwing place. So if anybody comes out Friday and look for something to do Friday night, I can hook everybody up with the address. They can ride over to Kankakee and hang out with him, throw some axes and drink some beer. You got No Replacement Performance. They are the sponsors that come up with the rules for the daily driver class. And who else we got this year? Make It Black Seal Coating. They're a good company. You know, anybody in Northern Indiana wants their driveways resealed, they'll take care of you on that. Sorry if I'm missing anybody. It's been kind of crazy the last few weeks.
Here we got
Who else we got? Trying to get to my list. There we go. Yeah. So Excel Automotive. You got Red Horse Performance. They've helped out quite a bit. They'll come out every once in a while and throw out some fittings or some tools. And A to B towing. He'll hook your truck up and pull it out of there, man. You guys hang out on the track. You got a Hometown Auto. Great guy there. He helps anybody out when he can. HBL has been probably our first and longest sponsor. Stevenson Carts and Rusted Knuckles, Jack's Wax. They're a good group too. And who else? 41, of course. So I think the chiropractor. We got the crack doctor, man. And when you get beat up driving them cars all weekend, go see him. He'll straighten you out. Aaron Pop. So, and of course, 41 themselves, giving us a place to run and always taking care of us.
sweet. I think
If anybody's got any other questions, they can reach out to either the Facebook page or find me on Facebook. And I want to know if you're dressing up with me, Josh.
No, that's a one and done for me. One and done for me. I paid in full on that one time. I just relived that story yesterday, by the way, Brian.
Oh yeah.
To the kids when they were over for my birthday and Father's Day dinner. They came up and I had to tell the whole damn story again, getting pulled over in drag, and the highway patrol officer forcing me to take a picture with him and post it on social media on the effing Ohio Highway Patrol website or Facebook page. Yeah, never ever again.
Cameron Stearns, he's the winner of the daily driver class for the last couple events. He said if anybody sits like him, man, they got action.
The Cocaine Bear.
Little old Corvette, man. He runs pretty good. He's got it figured out.
What?
We haven't seen the tweaker there this year. He must not like us no more. He used to run over the True Street class for a while there. Everybody was looking for ways to beat him, and then he don't come anymore.
He's tough. He's a tough customer, man.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's awesome. He's a crowd favorite though. And then of course we got the Mac TV guys they're Brawl regulars. They've made it out to almost every Brawl the last couple of years. And they're fast. They're hard to beat.
Oh yeah.
But what's nice is they'll help everybody out too. They're not assholes like some of the other winners. They get the big heads. Yep, that's the Cocaine Bear.
You see it right there. If he said anybody sits similar, they can get it. So if you're watching and you're thinking about coming out and you want some action more than just the race.
Yeah, we definitely encourage grudge racing. And we can do the grudge races however you want. Flashlight start, arm drop start, whatever. Tennis balls, it don't matter.
Man, listen, you better tell them the wedding ain't, you know what I mean?
Bring the wedding party to the track.
Priorities is racing.
Right. There's a big enough field. They can get married out there and have the reception. We got a badass four-wheeler that comes out that runs all the time too. If anybody's got a four-wheeler and an ATV they think they can get down with. Oh, Ant's always looking for somebody to play with them.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll run anything, man. It don't matter. From mini bikes to rail cars. If you bring them out, we'll run them.
Chris, we were right. I mean, I don't care about arm drop versus flashlight, although I do like I see a pinky move, I'm gone. But chasing, I don't know, man. But the thing is, if you weren't brought up like that in grudge racing and street racing, and you just know about it from TV,
right?
And I'm only going to talk about it for like 3 seconds because I gotta talk about the other races this weekend, and then I gotta go. But if you're a bracket racer pretending to be a street racer and trying to convert street racers into bracket racing rules, no, it just ain't the same. It's not the same. I mean, I do appreciate the fact that now there is technology to help make it more accurate, but that takes all the fun out of it. That's like just eating some regular old chicken with just flour on it, and then getting some KFC or some Popeyes. You need them seasonings on there to make it juicy and taste good, not just some bland old whatever.
Yeah, we did the arm drop chases the race, the Hustlers Brawl race a couple times, and kind of died off. A lot of people that aren't familiar with it seem to think that we started doing it because of the TV series. We've been doing that in the streets since I was a kid, before I was a kid.
Yeah. If you're, I get it. Like I said, if you weren't exposed to it before the TV show, then they don't know what's what for real. But it is what it is.
Chasing the race isn't for everybody, but it's definitely fun when you figure out how to use a grudge racing mentality and use the rules to your advantage. That's when it becomes fun.
Yeah, well, it's no different than bracket racing. Honestly, bracket racing, one person goes, the faster car goes, then the next one goes a little bit later, and you know what I mean, or the slower car goes first, and the faster car goes second. And in theory, they should cross the line the same time. I don't understand why people don't understand that about negotiating lengths or chases a race. It's just another equalization tool. But
we could do the wedding there at the track. We got 2 ordained ministers that'll be there that are part of the brawl staff.
Funny story, I'm an ordained minister.
Oh, see, so we can take care of it all.
I've been dying to get somebody to let me marry them for 20 years now. It ain't legit, but it is. There's a company in Las Vegas you could buy your thing from, and I saw it on that CSI back when that show was popular, and I was like, oh, that's some bullshit. That ain't real. Oh, it's real. They sent me a collar and everything. So yeah, Tweaker was well, no, he was he at War in the Woods? He was at Salem for sure, you're right.
I thought he went to War in the Woods, or I know he was prepping to go. I don't know if he made it or not. We had a race the same day, so I wasn't able to make it out to that.
Yeah, but anyhow, I could have legally, legitimately, I could have. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he was at War in the Woods, but yeah, I think he went out first round, didn't he? John, do you remember? Listen,
I've never been to War in the Woods yet because our dates always conflict with each other. But I got to make it down there and check it out one time at least. Everybody says it's a great event.
Well, in 2 weeks, man, I would be down there for Gangster's Paradise, June 30th and July 1st. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he went out first round. It gets hard for me to remember everything, unfortunately. Right. I got a small brain and I watch a lot of racing. All right, so any parting comments before we wrap this up, buddy?
No, man, just safe travels. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody come out and let's have a good time.
There's the man, the myth, the legend right there, Bob Rice. He's so happy about this race because it's only like 30 minutes from his house.
Yeah. Ask him about the time he had to dive over the guardrail. at the brawl.
He never told me about that, Bob.
I think that was Bob. It might have, I think it was one of the RX-7s come pretty close to, he was mid-track and come pretty close to clipping him.
Oh, man. Bob, you didn't tell me about that. I've had a couple of close calls, man. It's not fun, but it does go with it, right?
Well, you know, the media guys, they know what they signed up for. And they enjoy it too, so.
Oh, yeah.
It's the
It
amateur
was
media
Bob.
guys you got to watch out for.
Yeah. No. Bob said it was him. So, hey, man, I've had a couple people graze me or bump me, or I had one just plumb try to take me out, but we've become great friends because of that. So it's all good, man. It just is what it is.
I've had to get skinny a couple times lighting some races, man. It's fun for us.
Yeah. It was a Mustang doing Mustang stuff.
No, that's right. It was. My bad. I thought it was one of the RX-7 guys, but no, it wasn't a Mustang. But all right, man.
Hey.
You coming out Saturday or you coming up Friday?
Appreciate you. I'll probably be out. I don't know. I think Saturday, but maybe Friday since y'all are doing test and tune. I might sneak out there after work.
Right.
I'll have to see how this week goes. I do kind of need to recover a little bit. My butt is still whooped from this past month and a half. But maybe I will sneak that out Friday and check out some of the test and tune, some of the grudge action.
All right, man. Looking forward to seeing everybody. And I said safe travels. We'll see you guys Saturday morning.
All right, buddy. Thanks for getting on with the World Series, and we're going to have some fun.
Yeah, I can't wait.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
All right. See you later.
See ya. Knocked your camera over too? Oh boy. How did you never tell me about that? What's up, Adam? How you doing, brother? Yeah, you and your long drive. That's all right. I'll have my long drive for Uncaged. So yeah, man. A lot of great info this live feed. You dive into the woods. Man, I want to see is there video of this? Like there was video, I mean, I've been grazed a couple of times or whatever, but it doesn't faze me now. Embry doing a wheelie and almost getting my ass. That was a whole little different story. And mostly that was because I was looking in the camera, taking pictures of him launching. And I took a picture and I'm only looking through the camera and it froze. And he's like 20, 30 feet away from me. And then when it unfroze to show what was really happening again, he's like 10 feet away from me. And I was like, oh, this is bad. I really was super lucky to get out of that one. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, I need to see some video of that one, Bob. I'll bet, man. But hey, it ain't too many more days. That's good. That's good. Making all that money for all the race car stuff. I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. I'm not I'm down in the mid 240s now. So I'm getting there. Appreciate it, man. Oh yeah, I remember it too. Oh, were you talking about Bob's? Oh, bro, I need to see that video. Absolutely, I need to see your ass running for the woods. Oh man. What did I miss here? No, not yet. Working on it. Still haven't got the old one ready to go. Well, as you can tell. Yeah, Gangsters is going to be awesome. No, not yet. Working on it. I can't get anybody. I can't pay people to come work on this thing, and then I don't got time to do it myself. July's an easier month for me, so I'm going to bust ass in July. I got stuff I want to talk to you about anyways. I need educated on stuff. Oh, dang. Bob getting a little uppity, is he? So let's see here. So yeah, let's wrap this up because I got a bunch of stuff to do. We got that was last weekend. So thanks to the awesome Kara for putting this awesome list together that I use every week. This sure does make it easy for everybody to figure out where they're going, where they're racing. D team, no prep at Coonley. I always feel like I've murdered this for so long now. I'm like insecure. But Coonley Motorsports in Thompson, Ohio, which is in the northeast corner or northeast section of the state. And this is the very first time anybody's racing this surface backwards. So it's bare, clean asphalt. So this is a good opportunity if you're going to Uncaged and you don't feel like coming out to the Brawl, which is another good opportunity to get data for Uncaged. Either of these two races here up top are a good opportunity to get some data for Uncaged, which is a month and a half away. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. We're almost there. Hercules, no. Michael, is that for me? Send me a PM if that question's for me. I got a crazy busy schedule, and I might be doing that. All right, yeah, send me a PM because my calendar's like stupid full right now, but I'm always happy to help out if I can. Bob sent me the video, so we'll watch that in just a second. Let's get through these. Hercules No Prep Racing Series at I-57 in Benton, Illinois. I have not been to I-57. The Bunker Hill Thrill at the Hill, which we heard about earlier. That sounds like it's going to be a pretty good race at Bunker Hill, Indiana, Bunker Hill Drag Strip. I believe he said they had 70 cars locked in on that one for small tire. So that's going to be a good time. Saturday night special, no prep. Pageland Dragway. I don't believe I've ever heard of Pageland Dragway in South Jefferson, South Carolina. No prep point race at Onondaga Dragway, Onondaga, Michigan. Street Outlaws, MPK, Bowling Green, Kentucky. I'm salty that I'm missing this one. This is one of the ones I'm salty I'm missing. It's like every race that if I could, obviously I would be at D Team. I'd be at Street Car Brawl. I'd be at Thrill on the Hill. I'd be at Onondaga. I'd be at No Prep Kings because I love Beach Bend Dragway. That is the most amazing. That's one of my favorite tracks. Toronto Motorsport, the OSO. I'd like to go to that one at Toronto Motorsports Park. I haven't been to that place yet. We were supposed to do one of the World Series events there this year, but scheduling conflicts didn't allow. Slugfest. It's going to be another amazing race this weekend in Kentucky, down at Clay City. Limpies hit it from the back and front. Silsbee, Texas. Going to be another great one. Cash at the Creek, Grove City, Minnesota. Street Car Takeover, North Carolina is always a Z-Max, always a great time. Street Car Takeovers are always awesome. Terry heads up. Bonnie Terry. I might murdered that one, sorry. Bonnie Terry, Missouri. Bonnie Terry drag strip. If I murdered that, I'm sorry. Hercules No Prep series canceled. The whole series is canceled. Okay, so don't go there. And I had to let Kara know to take that down. Central Illinois Streetcar Shootout, which is prepped at Jeffers Motorsports Park. Team G's the Real Northeast. No time, all still, all glass. Island Dragway. I have heard of Island Dragway and I want to go there. Carolina No Time Blood Wars. Prep No Time Grudge Racing at Piedmont in Julian, North Carolina. So see if I could, I probably want to be at like 95% of these races, man. It's just, there's too much racing. But is there ever such a thing as too much racing, honestly? I guess it's too much when you can't go to them all. But what the heck, man? Still waiting for parts? Just shoot me a PM, man. We'll chit chat. I'm open to it. I know, man. Getting parts sucks right now. Yeah. So there's a lot of great races. I mean, in all over the place. We've already got let's see. So there's the links up for D team race. If you want to go, like I said, it's a good one to that's going to be a good one to go to get ready for Uncaged. I mean, Uncaged is, someone get everything caught up tomorrow for Uncaged, get the list updated, finalized, and I'm going to get my ass to the bank and get a bank account opened up so we can start taking lock-ins. I know people are trying to send me money like crazy, and I apologize. There's just not enough hours in the day, and I can't. I just can't keep up right now. So, nope, absolutely, man, absolutely. It'll be worth the wait when it's done. Those guys are building some killer S10s out of that place, so you're definitely in great hands over there. And obviously, I'll be at the Street Car Brawl for the World Series and no prep. So if you want points and a chance to get some of that big ass loot at the end of the season, go there. Links in all the places that we're live right now for both events. Onondaga is another good race. I love that track. So if you're up in Michigan, go support that. It's a nice little hometown track that definitely needs some support. We need to keep all these tracks around. So anyhow, I'm exhausted and I still got a couple hours of work to do. So I'm going to get my butt off of here. I appreciate all of you hanging out this long. It's always great seeing everybody at the races. Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes over the weekend. I appreciate it. And Have a good night, brother. And everybody have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.